opened the store back in, 2001. We started the brand in 1996. And I started the store because I wanted to sell more ready-to-wear garments. We started out as a fashion-forward company that specialized in customized leather apparel, suede. We designed a lot of stuff for the Patriots, the Celtics, the Red Sox, and countless people in the music industry. Too many people for me to name. Go to our website, AntonioAnsaldi.com. But yeah, we opened the store because I wanted to, one, I had the opportunity to open a store in my hood in Dorchester, Codman Square. And so we did that 2001. We did it for 10 years. Around 2007, the economy started to go really, really bad, man. And there was a lot of foreclosures going on. There was a lot of people losing their jobs. So we started to lose a lot of foot traffic because people didn't have jobs anymore to go buy from a boutique like us. We had exclusive things that you couldn't find anywhere else. And so at the same time, I own a triple-decker in Dorchester. Two of my tenants, they lost their jobs. So a lot of my money started to freeze up. The brakes was being put on my money, man. And because of that, I had to close down the store. And I'm not really upset about closing the store because I did it for 10 years and I kind of was growing tired of it because I don't like to be stationary. And it wasn't just a store. It was kind of like an audition facility. People would come in there every day, just walk up to the counter and start rapping. You would have people come in, getting out of jail, wanting free clothes. It was just so much stuff that I had to deal with, boosters, people you gotta chase out the store from that don't know what you'll do to them, that come in there and think they can steal something. And so it was just a lot of stuff that culminated and made me say, you know what, it's time to get out the retail game and focus more so on the wholesale game. So that's what I'm doing now. A lot of people ask me, we missed the store. When you gonna open another store, man? You shouldn't have closed it down. Well, I guess it's easy to say that when you don't know the inside story. Would I open another store? It all depends on if I had the right people around me. If I had the right people who knew what to do, not just people that want to come around me and just hang around. And so to open another store, it would really boil down to who's coming to the table that has something tangible to offer, whether it's money, whether it's knowing how to run a retail store inside and out, whether it's knowing how to manage that, and all of those things. So who knows? Maybe I will open another Antonio Ansaldi store one day. Maybe I won't. But the thing is, Antonio Ansaldi, the brand, the company, the clothing company, never stopped making apparel. And we're still online, AntonioAnsaldi.com. And we got props working on our new website right now that's going to be a nice new look. We're going after the new, younger consumer. We already have our Antonio Ansaldi following from back in the day that knows who we are, knows what we do, they know what we stand for, they know we're the first to do or pop off a lot of designs, whether it goes back to the leather football shirts, the leather basketball shirts, the leather baseball shirts. I mean, the leather wife beaters, the leather do-rags, you name it. We was the first. One thing about Antonio Ansaldi was never scared to be the first. Never scared to jump out there and be like, yo, we'll do that. And we never lost that zest. And it's still here, and that's why the Ray vest is coming back, because Kanye he's capturing the new crowd because he took that old design from back then. He's making it now, put it on his daughter, got it in his line. People are like, oh, yo, that's hot, that's hot. So I'm here to say, listen, we want a piece of that pie too. Since you got your idea from us, then we're gonna pop them back off the original way and get our piece of the pie too. Simple as that, man. Antonio Ansaldi ain't never went nowhere. Well, for one thing, I look at it as the highest form of flattery, the highest form of respect. And the fact that, to me, because I'm an OG in this game right here, and we've been influential from the essence, man, I look at it as a compliment. But I'm the type of man that, like, when you take something from another man or idea or something like that, man, you should pay homage to that person. And I say that because that's what I would do. And the raid vest was something that was created through the help of my cousin Tang the Juice. Shout out to Tang the Juice. You know, we were sitting there when we started Antonio Ansaldi, and again, we was like, okay, we're gonna start a clothing brand. What's gonna make us different? You know, we gonna make t-shirts. You know, you got a lot of dudes out here that make t-shirts and they call themselves a clothing company or clothing brand. Nah, you're just somebody who makes t-shirts. Antonio Ansaldi is a clothing brand, man, and I mean from socks to underwears to jeans to wife beaters to t-shirts to hats to sweatpants to hoodies to jackets to pillows to condom case holders, man, to bracelets, the list goes on and on, man. Antonio Ansaldi is a clothing company, so we put that work in. And when you put that work in, sometimes, you know, you want to share what you've learned to someone else who you may think is creative enough to come up and do some things, but at the end of the day, man, anybody that, you know, especially Kanye in particular, the thing is, will Kanye ever say, yeah, you know what, that's where I got that idea from? He may be too up on a pedestal to really acknowledge that, but we know where it came from, and you can't patent any designs. So it's not like I can go after Kanye for any money or anything like that, because you can't patent a design. You can patent your logo and all of that, but you can't patent a design. So you basically have to eat that. And that's why people get bootlegged. You know, you got all these fashion lines out here. Everybody gets bootlegged. Antonio Ansaldi is no exception when it comes to getting bootlegged. If you go in Hong Kong right now, man, you'll walk around, you'll see kids rocking Antonio Ansaldi like it ain't no tomorrow. So.
Overhangman tracks and make hot wax, nigga, with the launch caps. Bad boys and made men, mad mayhem will leave you all tired and shot up at the day's end, spraying rounds in you from every level caliber. My calicos automatically mechanical, botanical garden doja. Fuck a sergeant with my folder, roll like Red October over small soldier. Your flak jacket won't react when I splash it. Your dome's gonna catch it off my laser beam.
For MadeMen or even RSO for that matter, I mean, anybody that knows the history knows that the Almighty RSO kind of morphed into MadeMen after years of backlash from the media. But I would like to see a MadeMen reunion, because one, it's like when it came to music, man, like we did that at a high level, and we did that really, really great. The Wise Guy project, I would love to see another Wise Guy project evolve. So yeah, I mean, as we know, things that make that happen is going to come down to really money making it happen. But as far as the brotherhood that we had, you know, Benzino, Jeff 2 times, Mr. Jesus, you know, Johnny Bananas, Tony Rome. I mean, you know, that's a brotherhood right there, man. And that's a brotherhood that'll never be broken. You know, with your brothers, if you got a brother, you know you go through ups and downs. You may even fight with your brother. You may even have a fist fight with your brother. But at the end of the day, if your brother get into a fist fight right after that, it's kind of like in Boys in the Hood, when Ice Cube fought with his brother in the yard, and then his brother got popped, and then Ice Cube went and put in that work, man. You know, it's like, okay, me and my brother had a fight for whatever reason, but that don't mean you can fuck with him. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. And I would love to see that, because I think we still got a lot of music left in us, for sure. Of course, me and Ray Benzino, we still got a relationship. I mean, he's my brother. We've been through years of not just making music, man. We've been through years of brotherhood, years of friendship, years of coming up together. And so, yeah, to see what he's doing now, to see how he went from the Source magazine and then resurfaced himself and created the Hip Hop Weekly. That's brilliant, man. You can't. That right there clearly should let anybody know that was like, oh, yo, y'all was with the Source and y'all was just, yeah, this, that, and the third. What people got to really understand is that Benzino had a lot to do with the Source being successful in the first place. It's obvious when he can relinquish the Source, as they did, and then come back with Hip Hop Weekly that's doing better than the Source, who's owned by new people now. You don't even hear about the Source anymore. The Source isn't even, it's not credible anymore. When we were part of the Source, it was the Bible. It was a credible, and everybody was mad because Dave was our man. Like, it was a problem. Like, he's our man. He just happens to own a magazine. It's just like if your man happens to own the Mercedes-Benz company, then you get a discount. Or your man owns the sub shop and you get a discount on a large pizza. At the end of the day, is that wrong? We got blackballed because Dave was our man. Nobody really wanted to look at our ability to make hot music. Nobody wanted to look at our ability to set trends in this music and fashion industry. Go back and do your history. I'm not just on camera to be talking. I'm not with all of that just to be talking. But go back and check that out, man. Like, we wasn't just a rap group that was at the Source that wasn't talented, that was just trying to hang out. So yeah, he created that. You got the Hip Hop Weekly, the top selling magazine right now out there. He's on the Love and Hip Hop series, man. He's built a whole new brand, a whole new name for himself doing that, man. So I'm happy for him, man. Like, this is what it's all about, man. This is where we wanted to be. We wanted to take our talents and go. And that's what he did, man. And I'm happy for him. And there's a lot of people always come up to me like, yo, what's up with you and Benzino? Y'all ain't cool. I heard this, I heard that, Well, I'm saying it right now for the record so y'all grown-ass men can stop running up on me asking me what's up with another grown-ass man. We're cool. That's my dog, that's my brother, that's my boy. I don't know what else to tell you. Times have definitely changed, man, but also in hip-hop, I feel like time revolves. Every 4 years, hip-hop makes like a switch, gangster rap was popular at one point. You had a time where there was political rap and things like that. But at the end of the day, rap kind of it goes full circle, man. It comes back around. Stuff that I hear on the radio today, it's I really don't even know how to describe it, man. But it's like mechanical. It's programmed to be just for that. And what we want to like, it's like we're being forced to like because it's being played, so much. You'll hear like one song 3-4 times in an hour and every day. And so you become people start liking it. And sometimes I question the people that I'm around, like, yo, you really like that? You really like that? Like, that's banging to you? And I don't know. When you're from the era that I'm from, man, and I'm from the era when hip hop was born. So it's different than when people now, you're getting into hip hop like 20, 30 years later, you're into hip hop now, When hip hop set its foot out, we was there. When hip hop first made its way to Boston, we was there. We went to New York to capture hip hop. Like, we was on top of that, man. So I like samples, man. I like hard beats. I like bass lines, man. I don't like a lot of the stuff that I hear, but I understand why it is. And so, that's why I get diverse with my music, man. But I can't honestly say I'm in love with a lot of stuff that's going on. I know a lot of harmonizing that I hear Drake doing. We was already doing that. We was doing that for years, man. So it's like I brought that, reintroduced that back into my music now, the harmonizing part. But to answer your question, like what I'm hearing out here, do I like it on the radio so much? Not really, man. But it ain't, I guess it ain't, it's not my call. But I know rapping is something that you just do, man. Hip hop is something that you live and you breathe. And so that's what it is for me. And a rapper is a rapper. A rapper is somebody who just raps and sounds like everyone else. That's why, like, you got a bunch of rappers popping up out of the clear blue, and they're really just taking A$AP Rocky style or Drake style or Lil Wayne style, and then they're just adding their voice. But they're using the same words. They're using words they're using slang that they use in another part of the country, and that's not even our slang. And then we abandon our own slang to sound like that dude. I never really got that, man. I never really got dudes that try to sound like Jay-Z and stuff like that. Because if there's Jay-Z and then there's 3 copycats, who do you want to listen to? You want to really listen to Jay-Z. The other copycat dudes really don't stack up. So I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird. It's weird for me to look at it because it's like dudes take the hip hop and start watering it down to the point where it's just, man, don't do that. Don't do that, bruh. But that's why I'm still in the game, man. That's why I still do what I do, and that's why you see a lot of state property. You know, you see older groups getting the band back together, per se, if you will. It's what it is, man. It's crazy. Hip hop, forever. For one, artists that are sitting around waiting for somebody to make something happen for them, you're not an artist. You're just somebody who wants to be an artist. Like if you're sitting around waiting for anybody to come save the day for you, you should do something else. Number one. Number two, Boston is a small spectrum. It's in the rap industry for sales. So if you're like, a lot of people put out something in Boston, and if it gets played on an underground radio station, they think that they've made it or they've arrived. Boston is just a small part. Selling a few records in Boston, or getting a few spins on a mix show. Dudes will play your record one time while you're there for the interview, then after that, that's it. So I think people need to educate themselves a lot on how the music industry is different now. I mean, a lot of younger artists, the way what separates now from then is like y'all have social media, which is an instant platform in real time that you can get stuff out there in real time. We didn't have that when we was coming up. Everything had to be, we pretty much had to get out there and do it in the street. So you want to, Google some history of some of your artists and Google how they got started, what they do. I'll give you an example. For us, when we started, when we was young in the rap game and wanted to do this hip hop thing, we looked on the back of like LL Cool J's Bad album or something like that. You know what I mean? And where's he recording at? Oh, Chung King House of Metal. Okay, where's that at? We found out where it was at. Then we went there to record. We went there to record knowing that we were probably bumping to him or bumping to some other artists that we could collab with, become friendly with, learn some stuff with. I mean, even with Hangman 3 and Mobb Deep and having all of that, like, have learned a lot of stuff from Hangman 3 about production, and Hangman 3 learned some stuff from Have about production. So that's all part of networking and getting cool with people and building things. And so that's how we did it, man. We went down to all kind of studios down in Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, anywhere, you name it, we was there. We wasn't scared to go nowhere. A lot of dudes just be repping the Bean. And when you get outside the Bean, you're not repping anything. Go outside the Bean and ask cats about Almighty RSO, MadeMen. Go to Caprini Green Projects and ask them to MadeMen come through there with tour buses, and they was looking at us like, yo, y'all gotta be real. Because nobody comes through Caprini Green like y'all coming through here, hopping out with CDs and stuff like that. Man, we would hop out, we'd go to New Orleans, we'd be on Grape Street in Compton, like Crenshaw, like everywhere. Ask about us, man. I'm not lying. Ask about us. Go Google that. That's the beautiful thing right now. You can Google stuff and see what's really real. My man behind the camera, he figured that out for himself. The work y'all seeing now, what he's doing with the camera, he didn't go to school for that. He was hungry for it. And that's what it is. If you're hungry for something, you're going to teach yourself. My engineer, he didn't go to school for Pro Tools and all of that. The boy's nasty. He built the studio and he taught himself. He Googles things and asks questions, and he takes workshops, and you ask other photographers, other engineers, other successful beat makers, and don't be scared to ask a question, man, and pay homage to that person, man. Don't take something and then act like that person didn't help you, man. I hate that, man. I hate dudes like y'all that do that. So yeah, the new album I got coming out next month is called Trials and Tribulations. Tribulationships is a word that came up when I was trying to come up with the album with a friend of mine, Cindy Diggs, and she came up with that and it stuck. But it's trials and tribulationships, and basically the ups and downs of all relationships, the good, the bad, everything that we all been through. I'm in the concept albums right now, so if you check my last 3 albums, they're basically concept based. The mix, well, not even gonna say mixtape, but the flavor tape to this album that's getting ready to drop was called Love, Lies, and Betrayal. And I put that out just as kind of like an appetizer to this new project, because this new project we got acrobat. Matter of fact, I don't want to leave nobody out, man. Let me pull this list out, because I'm bad with that, man. But I mean, I know Acrobatics on there. I got Bay Holla on there. I got Celeste Simpson, Mantera. Come on, I don't want to forget nobody, man. Man, where's that list at? I thought I had it with me, man. But Vanellia's on there. Who else? Oh, you know what? No, I do got a check from CD Baby in my pocket. I didn't even open it yet. Y'all want me to open it? You want to see how much this is for? This is for sales from the Love, Lies, and Betrayal. Probably Stop Snitching. Probably the Bank Attack. But who else is on the album, man? Damn, man, I got so many artists from the Bean on here. Ray Royale's on there. Oh, we got my man, man, who else, man? Man. Did I say Latia LaRock? I can't forget Latia LaRock. I got my man Keyshawn on there. Mr. Keys, he's ripping out on there. Man, my memory's so bad, it's wrong, man, because I swore I had that, man. I swore I had a list in my pocket, but it's cool. Y'all know who it is, man. And, you know, cop the album and you'll see. But it's Boston based, man. I wanted to keep it Boston. I wanted to make sure everybody who I enjoy listening to, who I think respects the craft of music, not necessarily rapping or singing, just music, man. I wanted to work with them, and they came out. Oh, Nancy is on there. Man, Nancy she's the best, man. If y'all don't know about Nancy, y'all need to recognize to me, she's one of the premier singers, you know, not just in Boston, but in New England. I know I'm leaving out some people, man, but it's not, you know, my memories, there's so many things in my head that don't take it personal. I'll shout you on another series of these interviews, man. But if you came out and got on this Trials and Tribulationships out, and what it is it's really like a soundtrack for relationships, man. If you know, there's a song that I did with Man and Mr. Keys called Something Better. And it's a song about dealing with somebody, whether it's the dude dealing with the girl or the dude dealing with the girl, but messing with somebody for the time being, like I'm only with you until something better comes along. There's a song called I Let One Get Away about, you know, a girl might have seen a dude and thought he was the one and wanted to get with him and then speak to him or something. When she turned around, he was gone, or vice versa. When the dude turned around, she was gone. Let one get away. She Loves Me Not, about a girl loving you 1 minute, not loving you the next minute. The Real Relationship Commandments, that's REAL relationships, the 10 Real Relationship Commandments. I did that with Latia LaRock. I got my man Mo D on there scratching. I got production from Hangman 3. So, you know, I brought it back to the essence. I got Tony Rome on there, man. Got him out the woodwork, out of retirement, if you will. I don't even think he retired, but he just been off the scene for so long, man. But, you know, Rome is a premier MC to me. Rome's an MC. I would never call Rome a rapper. So it's a diverse album. I'm trying different ranges. I'm trying to do different things with my music. I've done so much gangster music. I've done so many gangster bars and all of that. I'm not really impressed with that no more. I could do it with my eyes closed. So I wanted to really like challenge myself, make music that's universal. There's a song on there called Eccentric Girl. It's really left field to me. It's left field, but a lot of street dudes and impact players, they're feeling it. And when they was feeling it, it kind of surprised me, man. So definitely, man, y'all cop that album. It's gonna be on cdbaby.com, iTunes, Spotify, Xbox, man, all of that. Twice Style, Trials and Tribulations. It's a hot album, and I'm not just saying it because it's my album. I really believe it's a hot album, and I really believe if you like good music, you'll check it out. If any of y'all out there follow the RSO from back in the day, and you like You Could Be My Boo, I redid that with Celeste Simpson. It's called Still My Boo. It's banging, man. The New England scene for hip-hop. That's a good question, man. For one, there's definitely a lot of talented artists in New England, for sure. I'll definitely say that because, you know, from New England, a lot of originality comes from up this way. However, in the mixture of all of that, you got the people that want success right now. They want it last night. So what that means is you got a bunch of people sounding like people that are already successful. And when you try to tell them that, oh, you're just hating. Oh, you're just mad because this or blah, 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 blah. But, you know, hey, you can't make a living or really be successful trying to like sound like somebody else, man. So for the most part, New England hip hop still needs to identify itself some more. I guess that's the right way to put it. I think the New England hip hop scene definitely needs to separate itself a lot more than what it is now. And I think we'll see a lot more successful artists coming out. Oh, Dutch Rebel, that's who I forgot that's on there, man. You know, and I bring her up because she's an artist who I see that's just she's relentless, man, and she goes outside of her comfort zone, outside her realm to get it in, man. And she's an example to me of a young artist who is not following the protocol. And that's not just that's not saying everyone else is, but you know, people be like, oh, why you just mention her? What about me? That's the thing about doing interviews. I mentioned her because she just came to my mind, man, and she's a great artist. Dutch Rebel, for sure. You're gonna be seeing a lot of me right now throughout the summer. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna leave it open like that. We ain't gonna give you everything in this one interview because there's a lot to my life. There's a lot to what I'm doing. And I wanna share that all with y'all. Shout out to all my people out there that back me. J-Star Films. Y'all see what it is. Come back and get with us. Boston. Strong.